and the Indianapolis Colts.
Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Ka'imi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And here we go from Indy. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 35-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Jones. Left side into the hands of Warren. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
That's just kind of the type of play why you name a position like this tight end. Because it's going to be tight throws into contested windows, and you got to get the job done with people all around you.
3rd and 7 now after the last catch. Got him 3. A give, left side to Taylor. And he's going to be stopped well shy of that first down marker. Call it a yard. That means 4th down coming up.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The Colts are ready for the punt. The Texans have Jalen Noel at the ready. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talked about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel. Doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
Running on 2nd with Montgomery. And they're there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that gives Houston the first down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 12. 1st down, Texans.
They'll run again with Montgomery. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from this. They just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. To the air, Stroud. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Stroud. Connects on the crosser. And he is stopped. They get to him inches from a touchdown. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Houston.
Montgomery has the Houston touchdown. This is where you always want to be standing, end of your first drive, Brock. And, hey, even more so when you're chasing these early season wins.
You know what comes to my mind as you say that, Kate, is just stacking. Right, we hear this from coaches all the time, stacking practice days, stacking good reps. Ultimately, stacking drives together like that, you know, helps you stack wins.
Colts, nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. This makes it up to the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground first, it's a give to Taylor. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It takes a lot of things going the wrong way for your team to lose when you got a 100-yard rusher. But unfortunately, that was the story a week ago, and he's trying to rewrite that script.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Jones. To the middle, and it's looked in by Warren. He's going to be taken down. Gain of about 14 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down to Indianapolis.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
One quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Straight ahead with Taylor. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throwing here, Jones. Oh, he's headed for the ground. They get him at the 35. Will Anderson Jr. And that's going to make it 4th and 18. Another punt coming up for Rigoberto Sanchez. Back to return is Jalen Knoll. Fields this at the 19. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Montgomery to begin the drive. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And that is the Texans' 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs from 37. First down, and they go right back to it. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. Cut by Collins on the slant. Running in the red zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Complete to Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Send right down the middle and good. And they bump their lead up to 14.
14. Colts, nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. Good play call there. 15 yards for their efforts, and they got the 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Jones looking to throw. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to head out after a gain of 7.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. There's a dive up the middle. That 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Third and just 2 to go. Here's Jones to throw. Complete to the right side. He's going to be taken out after a gain of 5. And that is a Colts first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And this is down to the 28 before the defense holds it. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And it could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
Second down now, it's Jones. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. There he goes, right sideline. And he's going to score a pick 6, touchdown Houston.
Touchdown, Texans.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
Lining up for the extra point.
Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And the lead now 21.
21. Colts nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Jones trying to get after the pick. And that's going to be caught by his back, Taylor. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Looked like a first for a moment, but still a couple of inches left to go. 2nd down. Jones now to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Might shift to the run here, 3rd and inches. Taylor trying to run for this first. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down. So 2nd and inches, they took their shot, Brock. They threw the football, as a lot of teams are going to do in that situation. But it backfires as the 3rd down run gets turned away.
You know what that effort creates, Kate? That creates that offensive coordinator never taking a shot again on 2nd and inches.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Stroud. Well, right side, hauled in by Collins. Some nice work here as he pushes forward for 20 plus the first.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Texans.
Going with an alternate play here. Stroud changing things up. To throw here on 1st down. Pass caught by Tate Dell. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. All right, now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half.
Texans, 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Throwing is Stroud. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. Off his back foot, he's going to hurl this one deep. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Picked off by Cameron Vino. And the Colts are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Here's Trayvon Smith with the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Run for Montgomery to start the half. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And this fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Third down, they need 7. Here's Stroud now. That's caught by Montgomery. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Houston with a huge play. 33 yards.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
They give up the gut to Montgomery. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. This is Montgomery running right. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Stroud from the pistol. This connects with Schultz. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Set up the screen to Montgomery. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Working on second down. Stroud. Has his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins. Make it 10 now on the year for him, Brock. That is his second of this game. Fairbairn connects on that extra point. And they pad their lead by 1.
28. Colts, nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Anthony Gould on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Bringing in his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Get it to Downs on the RPO. And he's brought down at the line.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. To throw, here's Jones. Going with the screen to Taylor. And he's going to have just enough for the first down. That throw was short, Brock, but great individual efforts. They've got a fresh set of downs.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Taylor now up the middle. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Colts who have the football. Given the score, they're going to need points every time out from here on. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Okay, here we go.
Jones setting up the play action. He's under pressure, and he's not going to get away. And they take him down at the 30. Danielle Hunter. 2 sacks a week ago. Now his first one here today.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
3rd down, and the Texans loading up that secondary. They're in the dime.
Half 18, half 18. New York to the left. New York up.
Here's Jones. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Taken away by the rookie from USC. And the Texans are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You could feel them, Kate. You could feel the convoy. They were going. They thought they might have another one, but unfortunately, not another touchdown. But you know what? Not going to stop them from celebrating in another big game-changing play.
Running out of the gun with Montgomery. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery again. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Stroud off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and that hit knocks it free, incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
A 30-yard attempt.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. Now it's Jones out the play action. They track him down finally as this play goes for about 20. And that's going to be good for a Colts first down.
Well, he tried to get aggressive, and it looked like it was done for after the deflection. He got himself to the right place at the right time to make that catch downfield.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Half 18, half 18. 2 yards down the right.
From the gun, Taylor. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Half jumbo, half jumbo. Silver Mambo. Rita.
Jones to throw on second down. They close in on him and drag him down on the other side of midfield. They got him at the 48. Danielle Hunter. 2 sacks a week ago. Now his first one here today.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Third and long for him here. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
A gain of 11 yards. It's fourth down.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down.
Here we go, hey. New York Giants. Bama.
Desperation time here. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
On the quick, right?
Montgomery now up the middle. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 18. That's right. Right.
Montgomery gets it from the gun. He stops here, gain of about 7. And that gives the Texans a first down.
Kind of just feel it, don't you? Trying to close out this game, just keep leaning on that somebody who has produced and made the most of every one of his touches throughout.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. 18.
Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Running it after the penalty. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He goes to a knee as Tom winds down in this one. So the Texans come away with the road win. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Indy.
We have a deal. One of the top receivers has agreed to terms on a contract extension that will likely keep him and his quarterback very happy.